workout. So just to preview the workout here, again, we're going every minute on the minute, we're gonna do a different movement. Our first movement is gonna be 12 chair squats. And again, you can add some weight right here, you can do these body weight, but for these, you're just coming down, touching, and then coming back up. After that movement, our next movement is we're gonna go into a side plank. So these I'm gonna do is what's called a side star plank. So I'll be up on hand and feet, and then to challenge it a little bit further, I'm gonna bring the arm and the leg up. Now you can do these on the elbow, you can do these on the feet, you can do these elbows and knees, whatever's comfortable for you and whatever you can hold for 40 seconds. After we do that on the right side, we're gonna come back to our squats, and we're gonna do, this time, an overhead squat. So you can have something in the hands overhead here, and we're going down. Or you can do it body weight. This makes it more challenging when you have the hands overhead. It takes a little bit more balance to do. After that, we'll do 10 of those, and then we're going back into our star plank position, side plank, but on the other side this time. Okay, after we leave that plank, we're going into push-ups. So you'll do 15 push-ups. You can do them on the knees, you can do them on the toes. Again, whatever you can sustain for 15. After those, we're going into alternating curtsy lunges. So that's going back and over, back and over. And again, holding some weight out front. Definitely encouraged if you can. So we're gonna do 6 on each side. And then after that, finally, we'll end it with 40 seconds of jumping rope in place. I don't have a jump rope. A lot of people don't have a jump rope. That's okay. We can do it without a jump rope. So just doing that motion for about 40 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna start in 30 seconds, grab some water, and then we'll get into it. Again, make sure you have water, make sure you have your chair ready so that we can alternate and just move right through this. We'll do 3 sets of it. Okay, and we're going now. So first minute, again, we're doing 12 squats onto the chair. If you want, feel free to grab a little bit of weight. And the reason that we're doing this for as many rounds as we're doing for 3 rounds is so that each round you can kind of figure out what's the most challenging you can make this movement, but still be able to do it. That's what we want. So if 10 is all out exertion, as much as you can, and 0 is resting, I want you at like a 7 to 8. Okay, so those are our 12 squats. We've got about 20 seconds until the next movement. Again, that's that star plank on the right side. We're going in just a few seconds here. 5 to be exact. And then we'll go into that star plank position. Go ahead. We're holding here for 40 seconds. Make sure the chest stays tall, the hips stay open. Again, you can be on 1 foot, you can be on 2 feet, you can be down on your knees, you can be on your elbow, whatever you can sustain for 40 seconds. I'm gonna challenge it a little bit for the last 10 or so seconds here. Oh, gotta work on that one. Okay, and rest. Okay, now our next movement, we're moving into our overhead squats. So if you want, grab some weight for those. I'm gonna grab a couple kettlebells here, but if you have, again, just anything you can hold overhead as you do those squats to make it more challenging. Going in 3. And we're moving. Again, let's go for at least 10, 12 if you can, if you're using lighter weight. Okay, so after those overhead squats, we're gonna move back into our side plank. This time we're gonna do the other side. So I'll be doing my left side, I did my right side last time. And we're going in 5. And go. Good, again, we're holding here for 40 seconds. Good, just 20 more seconds, halfway there. Again, keeping the hips open, chest is nice and tall, looking straight ahead. Good, 10 more seconds. And rest. All right. Okay. Now, we're going right into our push-ups. And 2 seconds, 1, and go. So with the push-ups, we want to do about 15. And again, find a position that works for you. It can be on the toes, it can be on the knees. Whatever you can sustain for 15. And then rest. So 15 of those. Again, keeping the back nice and straight. The butt stays nice and tucked. 15 of those. Our next movement, we're gonna go into our curtsy lunges. So again, that's stepping back and over. Back and over. You can hold something in front of you, make it a little more challenging. You'll feel the core engage a little bit better. Going in about 5 seconds. And go. Good, 6 per side. These are great for runners. Really good for runners. Gets the hips nice and open. Gets the outside of the hip nice and strong. Good, again, 6 per side. Make sure everything stays nice and tall. Ooh, it's a hard one. Add weight if you can. Again, the weight, make sure you can sustain for 6 on each side. Going into our jump rope here in 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, and go. So again, we're just jumping rope here without a rope. We're imaginary jumping rope. 40 seconds. Try and stay on the balls of your feet. Try not to be all the way onto the toes or the heels, just right onto the balls of the feet. And get 10 more seconds. Try and pick up the pace if you can. Good, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna take about 1.5 minutes of rest. Grab some water. We're gonna come back, we'll do that all again. Nice work. Just 2 more rounds. If you're feeling a little tight anywhere, feel free to kind of work on that, open that up between these sets. Go back again in about 50 seconds. Good, make sure you're getting at least a little bit of water here. These next 2 sets are gonna be a little bit of work, but the good kind of work. We're going about 20 seconds here. So again, grab what you need. We're going back to the chair squats. If you can get some weight in front of you or in a backpack, anything like that, that's awesome. If not, just do the chair squats, focus on really good form, and focus on tempo. And we're moving. So again, 12 of these is what we're doing. And we're just going down, we're touching the chair, and then we're coming back up. So we're not sitting on the chair itself, we're just kind of using it as a guide. And good. It's 12, keep going if you need to. Now we're gonna go back to our side lunge. For me on the right side, whatever side lunge side you did first, probably the right, that's the one you're going back to. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Again, keeping the chest tall, keeping the hips nice and high. Good, halfway there. Good, 5 more seconds. And rest, nice work. Okay, on to our next movement again, which is that overhead squat movement. If you have weight that you want to hold, even just a couple cans of whatever you have in the house, just hold it overhead to give yourself a little bit of weight is okay. And we're moving. So we're overhead, and then just back into our normal squat. Good, 10 of these. If you don't have any weight, it's 12. Those are brutal. All right, nice work. Again, we're going back to the starfish lunge, or I'm sorry, the starfish plank, or the side plank, whatever's comfortable. We're going in 10. Good, 4 seconds, 3, 2, and we're moving. Again, the chest stays nice and tall, just like before. The hips aren't sagging, they're staying nice and high. Now, if this is too much, if you need more rest, if you need to go every minute, or maybe you need to go every minute 30 seconds, we're doing every minute, perfectly fine. Find what works for you. Again, we have 5 more seconds here. And rest. Whew, all right. So after the plank, we're going into our push-ups. Again, we're doing 15 push-ups. So 15, whatever you can do for 15, whether that's on your knees or on your toes. We're going, and now. Keep the back nice and tall, nice and straight. Make sure it's not up here like that. Good, that's 15. Make sure you're, keeping the back nice and tall on that. Keeping the butt nice and tight, everything stays nice and stable. About 20 more seconds. Again, our last or second to last, I should say, movement. It's gonna be those curtsy lunges, so you're going back and over. Back and over. We're going in 5. If you can, try and hold something in front of you. And we're moving. Six on each side. Okay, very nice. About 20 more seconds. Okay, about 10 more seconds. That's a good one. And we're going into our jump rope in place. Again, no rope, no problem. And go. We'll be here about 40 seconds. Again, make sure you're on the balls of your feet. You're not coming down on your heels, and you're not too high up on your toes. You're just on the balls of your feet. 20 more seconds. Good, 10 more. Try and pick up the pace for these last 10. Good, 3, 2, 1, done. Nice work, that was round 2. We'll take about a 1.5 minute break. We'll do one more round, and then we're going into the cool down. Grab some water, do a stretch or two if you need to in between, and then we're going right back into it. Good, we'll rest for about another 30 seconds or so. Good, just one more set. One more set. Again, we're gonna start back on our chair squats. So if you need the weight, go ahead and grab it. No weight, just make sure you're keeping form. Even without the weight or with weight. With no weight, you can keep the tempo really, really steady and keep it nice and slow on the way down. And we're moving. So again, we're going down. We're just tapping the chair and then coming up. Tapping the chair and then coming up. Make sure you're not sitting into it. Good. Okay, we're going back into our side plank here. So, whatever you started on, meets the right side. Elbow, hand, whatever works, knees or feet, whatever you're sustaining for that long. And let's get into it. Again, don't let the hips sag. Keep them nice and tall. Let's go air in through the nose, out through the mouth. Through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, just about 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, good. Nice work. Resting for 20, and then we're going right back into our overhead squat. I'm trying to do mine a little bit different. Hold the weight straight overhead in that fashion, called the goblet style. So let's see how it goes. And we're moving. "12 of these. If you're using a heavy weight, you'll do 10. Woo! Good. We're resting 30 seconds now. Again, on those, you're just keeping the torso nice and tall. Should feel a good burn through the shoulders. About 10 more seconds, and we're going to plank, but on the other side this time. And we're going. So again, on the plank, hips, don't let them sag. Chest stays nice and tall, arm out overhead. You should almost be pushing the ground away from you as you do this. You'll feel that light up that side of the core for me, my left side, when I push the ground away. Really lights up the obliques in a good way. Good, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, so we'll rest here 20 seconds, and then we're going right back into our push-ups. So 15 push-ups, either on the toes or the knees, whatever you can do for 15. We're going into it in about 5 seconds. And go. Again, keeping the back nice and straight, butt's nice and tight. Woo! Okay, good. That's 15. If you finish, we got a good 35-second rest here before we go back into those curtsy lunges. So we're back and over. Back and over. So grab some weight if you can. We're doing 6 on each side. About 10 more seconds here. Just 2 more movements, the curtsy lunges, the jump rope, and then we'll move right into our cool down. And we're going. So grab your weight. Nice. Again, 6 on each side. Resting after that 6th set, or after that 6th rep. And then we're going into our jump rope. So about 15 or so seconds. We'll go to the last part here. And then we'll move right into our cool down. Good, 5 more seconds. And go. So jumping in place. No rope, no problem. Land on the balls of your feet. Good, just about 15 more seconds. See if you can pick up the pace for these last 15. Good, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, take about a minute Take about a minute, walk around for a little bit, and then we'll move right into our cool down. Walk around, grab some water, shake it all off. Nice work if you're here the whole time. If not, you can always rewatch this to do the workout. It's a really good one today. It's a good start to your Monday. Although for me, all the days are kind of blending together. I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people. It makes it all the more important to try and maintain some sort of routine. When your days start to run together, you get out of your routine, which can make you, for me, it makes me feel a little anxious that I don't have that routine of working out, going to work, coming home, making dinner, all that stuff that's in your routine. When you lose it, you almost don't realize until you get,
I don't know that one.
Until you get kind of down the hole a little bit and you're totally out of your routine. Every day starts to seem like pretty much any day of the week. So you want to make sure you really maintain that routine. That's why these workouts I'm doing every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. That consistency is a really good place for you to start to build on that routine. So whatever that means to you, whether that's going to work or working from home or cooking or whatever the case, use this as a foundation to build that routine up. That being said, let's get into our cool down. So first one we're going to do, this is called the couch stretch. Now, if you're by a couch, this will be really easy to do. Go ahead and grab a pillow, something soft for the knee, and you're going to put that back foot up on either the wall or the couch. I'm sorry, the pillow goes behind you in this case. And that back foot goes onto the couch. The front foot goes forward. You should feel a really good stretch through the front of the hip here. We're just gonna hang out there. If you can't straighten up all the way, that's okay. Just kind of work into it. Maybe slowly start to get into that position. You'll hold here for a little and then maybe move up just a little. Just kind of work with what your body's giving you. This helps open the hips. I really like this for a workout that we just did because it was a lot of squatting, which is a lot of closing the hips. So this really gives them a chance to be nice and open. We'll hold here just about another 20 seconds. If you're feeling a little tight in a position, feel free to breathe into that. As you breathe in, I want you to visualize your hip opening. Visualize like you're pulling air into that hip to open it up. Okay, good. And let's switch knees here. Ooh, definitely tighter on this side. And you'll notice one side probably will feel a little bit tighter. That is the side you need to maintain and to do a little bit more work on probably after this. Just kind of come back to this and really work it out. Do some deep breathing with it. Do some mobilizations where you're just kind of in that position, moving forward a little bit. And just really try and make that side feel like the other one. Give it about 20 more seconds here. Good, just about 10 more seconds. So again, this is a stretch and hold. I don't do a ton of stretch and holds, but I think this is a really good one to do. Really opens up the hips. And rest. Okay, moving right along. I want to work on, especially after that workout, but just in general, I want to start working more through the lower body, the calves, the feet. So let's just start with some foam rolling for the calf here. We'll just keep it really simple. We'll start on the bigger part of the calf. Just get there about 10 seconds or so. And then we'll move to the bottom, the smaller part of the calf. A little bit smaller oscillations on the roller. We'll just kind of work this movement through here. Just kind of open it up. Those are just about 20 seconds on the whole calf. Now I want you to take one foot, cross it over the other, give yourself a little more pressure, and kind of lift your booty off the ground, with the bottom off the ground, and work out some of those tight spots in the calf. You'll definitely feel them, especially as you apply more pressure with that top foot. Should feel pretty good. A little painful. Really want to go above a 4 out of 10 on the pain scale with this, but should feel a little tight, like you're getting some work done in there. Not gonna be here too long, so just kind of work with it. Good, and switch sides. So again, we're starting on the calf, more on the top here. And just kind of lightly warming that tissue up. And then going down to the bottom of the calf.